Nothing you do works. Let's be honest. You're trying. You're not sitting doing nothing. You're thinking, planning, learning. So why is nothing changing? Not because you're lazy, not because you're not capable, but because you're doing something that feels right and is completely wrong. You're doing too much, and the more you try to fix your life, the more stuck you feel. And here's what makes it worse. From the outside, it looks like you're doing everything right. You're learning, you're improving, you're trying to grow. But inside, it feels like chaos. You start one thing, then switch to another. You make a plan, then change it. You get motivated, then lose direction. And you keep asking yourself, what am I missing? Because the real problem is not effort. The problem is overload. You're trying to fix everything at once. Your habits, your routine, your mindset, your future, your career. Everything feels important. Everything feels urgent. So you try to handle it all, and your brain just shuts down. So instead of moving forward, you freeze. You scroll, you delay, you overthink. Not because you're lazy, but because it's too much. Here's what most people don't understand. Doing more does not mean progress. Let me say that again. Doing more does not mean progress. In fact, doing too much is one of the fastest ways to stay exactly where you are. I've been there, trying to fix everything at once, thinking I need a better system, a clearer plan, and more time. So I kept learning more videos, more ideas, and more strategies. And for a moment, it felt like progress. But nothing actually changed, because I wasn't lacking effort. I was lacking direction. And that's the difference most people never see. When you don't have a clear next step, your brain treats everything as important. So everything feels urgent. So you try to do everything. And when everything matters, nothing gets done. That's why you feel busy, but not productive. That's why you feel tired, but not satisfied. That's why it feels like you're trying, but nothing is moving. At some point, I realized something simple. The problem wasn't motivation or discipline. It was the lack of a clear starting point. That's why I started building LifeWise Space, a place where you don't need to figure everything out at once. Just simple steps and clear direction without overthinking. I created a free business starter kit to help you take your first step without feeling overwhelmed. You can find it on the LifeWise Space website, and the link is in the description. There are also articles and practical materials to help you understand things step by step. Because once you simplify, everything changes. You stop trying to fix everything, and you start moving. You don't need a full plan. You need one clear step. Just one. Not perfect or complete. Just enough to move. Send one message, write one idea, record one video, test one thing. That's how clarity comes, not from thinking, but from doing. You're not stuck because you're not doing enough. You're stuck because you're trying to do everything. You don't need to catch up to anyone. You just need to start moving in the right direction. If this helped you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more real practical content like this. Tell me in the comments what you are trying to fix all at once right now.